Richie Kotzen. This is a CVT guitar lesson. It's Richie Kotzen, Paying Dues, no solo. And this goes out to Sarah. This is in standard tuning. What a funky rhythm, Sarah. You're really going to like this. Starting at 2 seconds, we got... let's just jump in. Open A, 7D, 7G, 5B. Gotta, if this hits the 5E, it's fine. I can hear that 5 on the high E cutting through every once in a while. 2 times, and then we're going to resolve that, which is A major suspended, to an A major by going middle finger 6G. You can set it down in advance if you want, so it's strum, strum, change. Fret hand muting, down, up, down, up. And then 7, 6, 5, 5, you're already there. Fret hand down, up. So let's try just that so you can see kind of how the beat placement is. Then go 5, 5, 3, 3. That's the last 4 strings. Strum, rest, strum, down, up, fret hand mute. And then that's a G suspended. We're going to go to G major, which is just adding the 4G in there. So we take the pinky off twice. Fret hand down, up, chord, down, up. So we have, oops, let's try that again. From there we move to 8, 10, 10, 11. This is an F suspended. And you're going to go down, down, down. That last down is resolved to F major, which is just 10, 10, 10. And then down, up, fret hand mute. So he's kind of copying the same beat placement that you just did. Then hit the chord again, fret hand down, up. And then back to the suspended twice. Down, up on the mute, resolved to the F twice. Down, up, mute, chord down. And that's it. So your chord outline is this. Oh, that ending, I'm sorry. After we go, we actually move it up a whole step to G suspended. So you'd end up going 10, 12, 12, 13 2 times. My bad. Same beat though. Down, 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 up on the mute, resolved to a G major, which is 10, 12, 12, 12. Down, 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 up, mute, down. So let's outline the chordings again. And there you go. Okay, that's really a big chunk of the song right there, but it's tough rhythmically. It's Richie, man. It's going to have that element of funk and this percussiveness to it. This part's killer too. So obviously that's going to repeat up until you get to 31 seconds in the song. And we've got open G, 4D, half step bend release, rest, half step bend. In other words, so it's, and then A major, open 2, 2, 2, G major, 3, 2, open, 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 3, and then A major, open, 2, 2, 2, open. So it's, then another play off of these bends. There's a lot of half step bending in here. It's really cool how it plays with the tone in your mind. G, 4D half step bend, and then G again, a hold, 4D half step bend release, open D. So you have, the hold is tricky, so you're going to be hearing the open G, open D, 3A half step bend, open D, open G. 3A half step, open A, 3E half step, A5 power chord, open 2 AD. So it's G major again, and then this time go to 5, 7, 7, 6, 5. It's an A major, but he's playing it here, and he may be playing it in 2 spots, but I can hear a descending slide, which would be, alright. If you want to go here, that's fine, but you won't be able to get the slide. There's really no room to slide. From there, we are going to 42 seconds. This is not a section, it's just a quick thing he does on 14A and 14G. Take your pick and your middle finger. I know you liked me to do the Richie stuff with all pick instead of fingers, but this one you almost have to, unless you mute the D, and which I suppose you can. But it's A and G, slide. That's at 42 seconds. 43 seconds, we're back to repeats. You'll see a bunch of repeats actually. And then some altered stuff in section 2, where you'll see a harmonic on 5G instead of an open G. You'll see when you get your tabs. 57 seconds, we just have open, A, D, 2G, 3B, open, high E. That's a D major, or a D2. And then you're back to the, you know. So, anyways, moving on to section 2. It's another variation in the verses. It's 12G harmonic, and then 4th fret D half step bend. I know it's a big jump. This comes in at 115. Richie's just, like, every note counts with him, man. I love it. Alright, A major, just the standard A major, to G major, to A major. So it's, and then back to 4D half step, open G, 4D half step bend release, open D, 3A half step, open 2 on the D, 3A half step, open A, 3E half step, A5 power chord. So that would be. That's that part slowed down. G major, and then 7, 7, 6, 5, 5. It's an A major. Richie is just, he's different with his chords, man. He won't always do how you may think, but it's still an A major sliding. Harmonic, 5, D and G. And I don't have a whammy. I don't know that he does either. But you could push behind the nut, because you'll hit, where is it? 5th fret D and G. I'm probably going to knock it out of tune, but you can go. Okay, if you have a tremolo bar and it's a cutaway, you can pull up. From there, it's this is kind of a quick thing he does, a triplet run. 2D hammer to 4, open G, but it's a hold. So you'll go, hear 2 notes. 2 open Gs actually. 3A half step, open A, 3E half step again, and then actually whole step. He'll go into the A5. So G, back to this A, 7, 7, 6, 5, 5. Slide off. 135 is our next timestamp. We've got 4D, half step bend. It's a hold, so you're going to go into the open G. When you're doing these holds, Sarah, you got to bend away from the note, right? Or you're not going to, or it won't be a hold. So what we need is this. It's like tuning almost. You know, it's bending G flat up to a G and then hitting the open G. If you pull down, you're in the way of that open G. And so all of these I would get used to on the 4, on the D, bending it up. Okay, and then do it again, bend release. You can go either way on this one, but oops. Open D, 3A half step, open G, bend behind the nut. And I don't know if you'll hear this, but he goes open G, Same thing on the D, but push first. So it's, oops. It's craziness, but that's what he's doing. It's like taking a whammy bar and going G, half step, stopping the note, holding the whammy, plucking the D, and dropping it down to its natural pitch. Really cool, very clever what Richie did all throughout the song, just signature killer stuff like that. Little things do matter here. So from there, 3A half step again, open A, then G, A. Just the standards, you know. 142, we're back to this D2 chord, leading into the chorus. Oops. Which is my favorite part of the song. Actually, I'm really digging section 2 and 3 as well. Section 1 2 times. Section 4 comes in, and this is 12 12 D G. So bar it and then hit the 15 on the B. I'd use index and pinky, and you're gonna go 7 times. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 slide. And actually, no, you're gonna slide up a whole step. Or are we? Hold on. 12 12 15. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 slide, and then do it again, and then move to 14 14 17. So it's. And that's where all the little fillers are going. Drum rolls, bass riffs, guitar solo riffs. 10, 12, 12, 13. This is at 206. That's our G suspended. You'll go down. Resolve it to the G major. So it's 10, 12, 12, 12, down, up, down. So it's open, open, 2, 3. It's basically a D chord. And you'll go once again. 3A, open, open, 3, DGB. So it's, right? So we have G major, but do 3 2. It's a standard version. A major. So that's double dotted 2 times from this. There it is. 2 minutes in, we've got C. Actually, no. It's 3A, open, open, 3B, and 3E. It's a C add 9. So strum 2, open A, and then open, open, 2, 3, 2. It's a D major chord. Make sure I got that right. Open 2, 3, 3. So it's a D suspended. So it's. So really, these two can stay. Just drop this to 2G. And then we move to page 3, 223 timestamp, 5558, starting on the A. 5558. And you'll hit it once to 77710. So it's okay. 3 mute open open 3. It's just a G major chord variation twice. So 1 2 1 2. D major strum. 3 minutes. We got repeats on section 3. 316. We've got 14 G muted B, 17 high E. It's an octave, A octave, root and octave. You're gonna slide it and stop. 12A, slide down. Okay, and then open G, bend the nut, or behind the nut, that's what the B in is for. Open D, bend release. So it's 3A, half step, 2G, 3E, half step. So open E, 3E, half step, A5 power chord. So we have, from the bending the nut part, it's, alright, see, we got, then, right, open E, 3E, half step, and the A5 power chord. From there we got 5 5 4 3, starting on the A, 5 5 4 3. It's the inside of a G major chord. And then move it up 7, 7, 6, 5, which is the inside of an A chord. 326, open, open, 2, 3, 2. It's a D major chord with an A bass strum. And then you're back to the beginning for the rest of the song. Gotta love it, Sarah. Kotzen again. What is this, the third Kotzen CVT I've done for you? You're brutal, and I love it. Take care.